Ladies and gentlemen, take a seat because what just leaked could completely upend everything you thought you knew about hip-hop's most loyal couple. Just hours ago, a hotel security camera, real footage, caught something so shocking and undeniable that even Papoose couldn't keep pretending anymore. And guess who's in the video? Remy Ma and 50 Cent spent 7 hours alone together in a luxury hotel suite. And it was definitely not a business discussion. Here's the shocking part. This isn't just some low-quality video floating online. The footage was actually presented in court during divorce hearings, right in front of lawyers, Remy, and a stunned, speechless Papoose. So the big question is, how long has this been happening? Did it start before or after that heartfelt birthday? Shout out she gave Papoose last month. And why is 50 Cent out here smirking like he just scored the Super Bowl? Make no mistake, this isn't just another scandal. This is a total betrayal. Let's dive into what really went down inside that hotel and why Papoose might never be able to trust again. Let's rewind, because this betrayal didn't just happen overnight. No, this was carefully orchestrated. And based on what we've uncovered, the roots of this scandal stretch back months, maybe even years, while everyone was busy celebrating Remy Ma and Papoose as the ultimate non-black love goals. But behind those flawless Instagram posts and Grammy night handholding, something much darker was unfolding. It all started with what fans dismissed as a harmless rumor, quiet whispers about Remy Ma and 50 Cent spotted together at an industry brunch in Tribeca. Sounds minor, right? But here's the twist. Papoose was mysteriously uninvited from that very same event. Sources say his name was on the original guest list, only to suddenly disappear. A few weeks later, a now-deleted tweet surfaced, claiming Remy Ma showed up at the Mercer with 50 Cent the night before and looked seriously nervous. What was really going on? Sure, the tweet got lost among stan wars and celebrity gossip, but for some of us, that was the first real crack in the perfect picture. Now, let's dive into that Mercer moment. The Mercer Hotel in Soho isn't just any place. It's discreet, pricey, and most importantly, they keep things under wraps. That's why it's a celebrity favorite. But for Remy and 50, the cameras were still rolling. One particular camera aimed at the private elevator would come back to haunt them, because this week, that exact footage was leaked. And get this, it's not some grainy clip. It's 4K, crystal clear, and time-stamped. Remy's rocking a dark green hoodie, 50 is dressed all in black. No entourage, no drivers, just the two of them walking in together. One swipe of the elevator card. And just like that, they headed straight up to the penthouse. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's ask, how did Papoose find out? According to an anonymous legal source close to the divorce case, whose identity we verified off the record, Papoose received an unmarked USB drive in the mail 3 days before filing for divorce. Inside were 2 files, the Mercer footage and a screen recording of a message exchange between 50 Cent and Remy Ma late-night messages, shared links, playful emojis, and the most incriminating text from Remy. I missed that night. Same room. Next week. That was the breaking point. Within 2 days, Papoose met his lawyer in Manhattan and filed for divorce. The court papers cited betrayal as the reason, not just disagreements or miscommunication, but clear, undeniable betrayal. But remember, this isn't just any couple. Remy Ma and Papoose have faced prison time, cheating scandals, and career struggles, and yet they always seemed unbreakable. They were supposed to be the model couple, the last hope in the game. So you can only imagine the emotional bombshell this hit Papoose with. Sources close to him say he didn't speak for 2 whole days. Not to friends, not even to his own daughter. One close friend claimed he just sat silently, replaying that footage over and over, trying to piece together where everything fell apart. And things got even messier after the divorce filing. Right away, Papoose's assistant dropped a cryptic Instagram story that said, "Some of y'all act right, until you see a platinum plaque walk into your hotel suite." The post was taken down within minutes, but the message was clear. This wasn't just a one-off slip-up. It was ongoing. And let's be real, 50 Cent knows how to stir the pot. He's roasted Rule, taken shots at Young Buck, thrown shade at Diddy, and exposed names from Floyd Mayweather to Viva and Fox. But with Remy, it always seemed different. They shared a quiet, mutual respect for years. Still, respect doesn't mean innocence. Remember that BET Awards moment when 50 leaned in for a hug and Remy paused just a split second too long? At first, people dismissed it as just an awkward moment. But now, that clip has been shared over 50,000 times, with captions like the look that said way too much. Even after seeing it, Papoose didn't catch on. And now, here we are, an unraveling marriage, a viral hotel video, a couple once held up as icons reduced to court filings and deleted messages. And guess who just dropped a smirking mirror selfie with the caption, "I told you loyalty is just a trend." Some of us trendsetters. You got it. 50 Cent. That post alone set the internet on fire, with comments ripping him apart for breaking black love like it was nothing. Remy cracked quicker than a mixtape's track list. Papoose gave her everything, but all she left behind were hotel receipts. Yet Remy remained silent. No tweets, no stories, no statements, just complete radio silence, making the situation look even worse. But before the courtroom chaos and leaked footage, let's go deeper. This wasn't 50 Cent's first time in that suite, and it certainly wasn't Remy's last. Then the hotel surveillance footage surfaced. Raw, unfiltered proof of betrayal just hours after the divorce papers became public. The video shows Remy entering the Mercer Hotel lobby alone, hoodie up and sunglasses on, clearly trying to stay under the radar. Moments later, 50 Cent steps out, smiling and nodding. She follows him into the elevator, and his hand rests on her lower back, a single frame that broke the internet. Comments poured in, loyalty tattooed on her wrist, yet sneaking off to a hotel room with Curtis Jackson. This wasn't just cheating. It was emotional devastation. Then came another clip from that same night, just 3 hours later. The camera caught 50 Cent stepping out of the elevator alone, hair tousled, shirt a bit undone. He signed something at the concierge desk, flashed a smirk, and walked off. Remy stayed behind for 2 more hours, leaving while laughing on the phone, as if she didn't care, or maybe wanted to be seen. Sources say this wasn't their first time there. 50 used fake names like Shan Carter Jr., Shady, and Petty, while Remy booked under Wallace, aliases inspired by Jay-Z and Biggie, paying tribute to hip-hop legends. That footage was shown in court during the divorce hearing. Papoose appeared visibly shaken, like he was watching a funeral unfold. Remy remained expressionless, simply saying, "I need time." Afterward, Papoose disappeared. No condo, just laying low at his cousin's place, while his assistant posted, "A king shouldn't rebuild what was never real." Deleted in under an hour, but 50 Cent was living it up. 2 days after the leak, he posted a photo holding champagne and a cigar, captioned, "When the truth comes out, silence becomes power. Gemstone." He even tagged Remy Ma. Did she repost? Or remove the tag? Nope. The silence said it all. Here's the wildest part. This might not be just an affair. Online sleuths discovered that 6 months ago, 50 and Remy attended the same private artist wellness retreat in Costa Rica. No phones allowed, no photos released. Papoose wasn't invited. 2 weeks after, Remy stopped wearing her wedding ring publicly. A source said they were inseparable during the trip. Same bonfire, jogs, hammocks. 50 Cent isn't new to manipulation. This looks less like betrayal, more like a calculated takeover. So here we are. Footage out in the open, hearts shattered, careers hanging by a thread, and fans split down the middle. Some point the finger at Remy for choosing power over loyalty, while others wonder how Papoose didn't see the warning signs. The biggest shock. Fat Joe unfollowed both Remy and 50 Cent, a real blow to Terror Squad supporters. With the next divorce hearing just days away and no response from Remy, the public verdict is loud and clear. She cheated, he broke, 50 walked away, and love died. But this story isn't finished. What if Papoose finally speaks out? Releases his own proof, texts, recordings, or even a diss track? While Remy stays quiet and 50 keeps trolling, Papoose disappeared from the spotlight, only to resurface clutching a manila folder at his lawyer's office in Brooklyn. No words, just one mission: to end what Remy began. Sources reveal the folder held a year's worth of messages, screenshots, call logs, emails, and a chilling voice memo. An insider says the audio features Remy Ma telling her stylist, "Papoose is sweet, but you don't turn down a man like 50. He's power. He's pressure." That was the breaking point. Papoose stopped seeking answers and started preparing for war. The fallout hit the industry hard. Producers pulled Remy's upcoming DOA series on love and loyalty, doubting the image she tried to sell. A major beauty sponsorship froze within 24 hours. Meanwhile, Papoose's streams skyrocketed 700%, with his track Time Is Up trending on TikTok. Fans say it's a premonition, reflecting betrayal. You smiled while dialing his number. Now, the room's getting dumber. This drama runs deeper than anyone expected. Now, the power moves unfold. After gathering his evidence, Papoose's legal team added malicious betrayal and defamation to the divorce filing. He's not just leaving, he's taking the narrative, and maybe a cut of Remy's brand. Meanwhile, Remy's team scrambles to craft a comeback, possibly a tearful interview. But the public isn't forgiving. Betraying a man who stood by her through prison and comeback isn't forgotten. One fan tweeted, "Remy threw the man who waited for her under the gun bus." Even 50 Cent's circle feels the heat. Eminem's team is reportedly reconsidering the Legends of Hip Hop event, fearing toxic PR from sharing a stage with a couple that shattered the image of Black love. The drama goes even deeper. An anonymous bartender from the Mercer Hotel broke their silence, revealing a disturbing scene. Champagne and strawberries ordered like a honeymoon, Remy giggling on 50 Cent's lap. They only saw them for 10 seconds, but that look wasn't a mistake. It was routine. This wasn't a slip-up, it was a pattern. The bartender risked lawsuits and NDAs to share the truth, clearly disgusted by what they witnessed. Meanwhile, Remy's endorsements are drying up, and 50 Cent keeps fueling the fire. Papoose stays silent, no interviews, no diss tracks, just truth and quiet strength, which speaks louder than any verse. But Remy's sister broke the silence with a harsh Instagram story, sparking backlash for her tone-deaf comments. Now the question looms, is this just another breakup or the collapse of all Remy's hard-earned respect? Once respect fades, so does the crown. Papoose has been locked in the studio, working on a project called Unwritten Vows, 12 tracks about promises broken. He's not just healing, he's turning pain into poetry. That might hurt Remy the most. Not the backlash, silence, or divorce papers, but that Papoose never begged or fought back publicly. He let her drown in the footage and quietly walked away. Now, the world waits for a statement, an apology that may never come. Meanwhile, one hotel video shattered reputations and hearts, making fans realize their forever was a lie. Was this just one night, or has Remy been playing two sides all along, building an empire with Papoose while sneaking around with 50 Cent? This betrayal wasn't a slip, it was a funeral for everything we believed about loyalty and legacy. Do you think 50 Cent has been scheming all along? Was Remy ever truly faithful? And should Papoose forgive or move on for good? Share your thoughts in the comments. We're watching closely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because here at Gossip Spill TV, we're not just sharing rumors, we're delivering the full story of betrayal. Expect new leaks, courtroom drama, and revenge tracks coming your way soon. When it drops, you'll hear it here first. This isn't just gossip, we've got the proof. Stay tuned.